What's up, real estate Aholics? Jay Wicker here. Hope you're having a great, or had a great day, great evening. Um, Salute to some of the guys out there in California, man, going through what they're going through with this fires and stuff, these houses and stuff like that, man. That's a tragic. But we're gonna jump into this real estate thing here. Let me get my guy to jump on board with me. What's up, brother?
What's going on?
How you doing today?
How you doing, sir?
How you feeling today?
Yeah, man, good. How about yourself?
Man, I can't complain, man. It's a good day to be alive, man. It's good to see you, man.
Yeah, I heard you mention that the tragedy going on right now over in California.
Yeah, man.
It's horrendous, man. It's horrendous. My heart goes out to everyone out there who will see this in the future. You're in our hearts over on the East Coast.
Absolutely. It's crazy, man. How like here I'm in Texas, man. It's got a storm that's brewing here in a minute, man. So it's about to go down. People not going to work, kids not going to school, and then you go on West Coast, and houses are burning up. You know what I'm saying?
Losing over here,
crazy, bro. This is nuts, man. It's nuts, man. What we gonna do about it, man? Crazy world, but we gotta live in it, bro.
We'll see. So, what's going on?
Not much, man. So I know
Aholics.
Yes, sir, man. We back at it, man. We back at it. You know how we do. Yeah, same to you, bro. Right. Same to you, man. I'm really looking forward to it, man. I told some people a little while ago, a couple weeks ago. Last time we was doing this here, man, I had probably about 5 different shows going on. Mm-hmm. I don't know if you knew about it or not, but so a lot of time, man, when I was on here, man, I was here, but I wasn't really mentally here. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. I had so much stuff going on, so I had to kind of back up off everything, man, and kind of get my mind together. So now I'm only doing this. Okay. So I'm doing some different things, man. I know some people that's out of the country that's in real estate. We're gonna be interviewing a lot of those people, man. We're gonna do some stuff. We're gonna put some stuff together here. So
definitely. Looking forward to it.
Yes, sir. So how you been doing, man? How's business for you?
Business has been good, man. As a matter of fact.
Let me start by saying this is Jerell Mattis, man. Introduce yourself, brother. Introduce yourself to the
Okay, so my name is Jerell Mattis. I'm a Hardmoney lender broker. So I work with several different lenders that basically fund a wide range of different real estate transactions and fundings. Okay, so just to go off a couple different programs I have available. 90-100. That's 90% of the purchase, 100% of the renovation cost. That's for anybody. You don't have to be you don't have to be experienced in anything. If you do not have experience, you'll be capped at 65% of the LTV. If you do have experience, then that goes up to 70% of LTV.
Hold on. You don't have to be experienced?
No experience required. 650. You have to have over a 650 credit score, though. Okay. And that's about it. Experience will get you to the 70% LTV, which is one experience also, but you don't necessarily have to have experience. That's excuse me, I'm sorry. Let me backtrack. That 65% of LTV or 70% LTV is for 100% financing. Excuse me, I have my programs mixed up. So again, let me just backtrack. I'll spit it all out again. So it's 100% financing up to 65% of the LTV if you do not have experience and you have a 650. Up to 70% if you have a 700 credit score and you have one flip experience within the last 36 months. Then I have the 90-100 program. That is for anyone with also, have to have experience to get 90% of purchase, 100% of renovation. But however, you do have to have over a 720 credit score, and the loan minimum must be above $150,000. Also do mixed use properties. If it's going to be mixed use, then the commercial side cannot exceed more than 50% of the square footage of the space, or more than 50% of the income of the of that property. Also have gap funding available for anybody looking to bridge the gap between that percent and that 9,100. Or if you don't qualify, of course, I have programs where you can get 80%, and that gap funding comes in very handy for those type of situations. Gap funding is basically individual funding your gap at a second position loan on the lien on the property. Okay. And we can dive more into it once you give me a call or email me at that link right there.
Absolutely. That's huge, man. So
Yeah.
as you guys know, some of you guys who have been following, real estate Aholics for a few years, this is a staple. He's a staple, man, in what we do, man. So definitely reach out to him. Now, what do you guys loan at? What states? So you guys do all 50?
Yeah, nationwide, other than a few states. North Dakota, South Dakota really don't touch. Iowa. That's really it. Alaska. Unfortunately, I haven't reached into any of the territories like Puerto Rico or Hawaii, but that's coming soon.
Huge, man. So, actually, a quick question though. So, about the gap funding, why is that important? Why would an investor need gap insurance, gap funding?
It's important because that's how you can truly use what's called OPM, other people's money. Otherwise, you'll be putting down a down payment if you don't qualify for the 100% financing. Everything in real estate is kind of like a puzzle. You have a deal, and that deal married to your situation doesn't fit every lender. You just can't you can't have a lender in mind and you have a deal that's a whole vortex in itself. Then you have your actual finances that you have available to input into the deal, your current credit score, how many deals you've recently done. You have all those things about yourself that the lender also looks at. So it's beneficial to work with an individual like myself, because I'll be able to take the situation and how you want to fund the deal and structure the deal and marry it to a lender that's going to give you the biggest bang for your buck. But to answer your question about why is it so important to have gap funding available, is primarily because you want to be able to capitalize on more opportunities. If you're always sinking 10%, 20%, 15% into a deal on each deal, you'll be able you may only be able to do 1 or 2 deals at a time, where gap funding, working with individuals that have that money to invest in you, you'll be able to do X amount of deals, as many deals as you can, and get after the bag even quicker. Now, it's all about knowing your numbers, of course, and getting into really smart and logistical deals, though.
Yeah. Tell me your phone number again. Because I'm confused, guys, what he's talking about. OPM, man. Yeah. Get you to that next level. Give me your phone number. Give him a contact number one more time.
The digits is 678-523-1300. And you call me anytime. Work even on weekends for you. So gap funding is a way that you can definitely reach out, get networking in this space, and you'll see that you can also help individuals that have money sitting around and don't want to go put in the bank or a slow moving IRA or whatnot. They can invest in you, and they can capitalize on their funds much quicker along with yourself. So it's a good situation.
Absolutely. So some people may have tons of money or whatever the case is, but you'll run out of money on deals, right? So definitely. So many things to do. I don't care if you were multi-millionaire. Sooner or later, you're gonna run out of money.
There's carrying costs. There's alongside of the down payment, there's closing costs that's involved. There's carrying costs while you have the loan with the first position lender. So there's a way that we can absorb that cost. Now, of course, you have to pay interest on that second lien. It's not free money, but however, if you can find a way for your loan to take care of the deal itself, pay for the deal itself, you'll be in a better situation and much clear-minded as you go through all the obstacles in complete getting from A to Z on a deal. So it's a great avenue. It's a tool. It's not for everyone, of course. You want to make sure that you do your homework and you make sure the deal does have that room to incorporate another loan. You never want to gamble with someone else's money, and someone smart like myself working with my private lenders won't let you. So as long as you have good, valuable deals, then we can do work all day. And that's about it. Now,
it's making sense, man. I mean, you want to definitely try to get the funds or whatever the case is. It's act like it's your money, right?
Yeah, it's your money. Yeah, exactly.
Since people, they're in business to lend money, right? So if you wouldn't invest on it, if you wouldn't lend on it, I think another person would do that as well, man. So a couple solid deals, man. He is the guy to get it done.
Definitely.
Period. He's the guy to get it done. So, well, welcome back, my brother. And everybody that's on there, man, please like, share, and subscribe, man. I'm gonna put the link on there if you want to hop on with us and kind of chop it up with us a little bit. You're more than welcome. So we're gonna jump right into this thing, man. Right. You have any questions? Or we jump into this?
No, go ahead.
All right, so let's jump right into it, man. So HOAs versus homeowners. That can be a battle, right?
Whoa.
I know
you hitting close to home right now, because I'm actually HOA president, bro.
Oh, is that
go
right?
ahead. Extra questions. What's up?
Okay. But let's do this. So let me play something real quick.
Okay.
Can you see my screen?
Yeah, I can. It's showing.
All right. Okay, let me play something real quick. Let me know if you can hear the sound.
Or asking when she was moving out.
And I said, what do you mean? He says, well, I bought your house in an upset bid.
This was news to Rogers. She had already paid off her Pitt County home of 12 years.
So I kind of thought it was a joke.
But she soon found out this was no trick. Her home, valued at $413,000, was sold for just $221,000. It turns out her HOA foreclosed on her home 11 months ago. After it says Rogers didn't pay her dues.
Well, why didn't you pay the $1,400? What's your response to that?
That's all I hear. And I say, I would have if I known.
Rogers claims she had no idea she was in an HOA. She also says she got no notice of the debt or the foreclosure or even of the sale.
No one ever came to your door. No one ever called you. No one ever sent you an email saying you owed this much.
No.
Court documents show this isn't the first time that the HOA has placed a lien on her home, in 2013 and in 2017. Still, Rogers said she got no notice then. This time, Rogers was mailed letters, but she says she thought they were legal advertisements and never opened them. And she never signed the official papers.
The HOA never served her lawsuit papers. They just didn't do it. That is fatal.
Chapel Hill attorney Jim White is now helping Rogers in her fight for her forever home.
The thought that someone could just casually move forward and take someone's home over a $1,400 debt without turning over heaven and earth to make sure that they knew just seems wrong.
The HOA management company declined to comment, citing the pending lawsuit. But the I-Team discovered the association filed liens on 5 other homes last year, all for less than $1,200.
So I think the problem is there really is no such thing as HOA foreclosure defense in North Carolina. The law is tilted heavily in favor of homeowners associations.
White says HOAs are run by national management companies that have lobbying power, and there's no oversight. The law allows the associations to foreclose and sell homes with debts of only hundreds or thousands of dollars. But White questions if it's ethical.
First thing is to make it harder for an HOA to foreclose. I mean, they're just simply people who don't understand that it's too casual a process. I think the process should be a lot harder. There should be strict notice requirements and strict proof of notice.
Rogers has a court date next month where she's.
So, man, so this is interesting, man. So I didn't know you was the guy for HOA. So
yeah, well, that's what I call the screen. Homeowners, HOA versus homeowners. Oh wow.
Yeah. So now we got firsthand experience here, man. And I know I'm not trying to put you on the spot, but I got just a couple questions to ask, man.
It's okay.
So I've never heard of that before. I don't know why I've never heard that before. I've been in real estate a long time, right? Yeah. So even in a situation where I guess they've been sending her letters or whatever, but I guess she haven't been open. I didn't know what it was about or whatever the case is. And they actually foreclosed on her, on her property. Yeah. So how does that work, right?
Now, first off, like the guy said in the video, this is done by people that are out of touch. Okay.
Like homeowners.
Homeowners associations. So I cannot speak on the corporate home association establishment.
Gotcha. Okay.
Our neighborhood was fortunate enough to have the homeowners as the members on the association. So that will never happen in my community. The way we look at it, I mean, there's violations we have to put in place. We have to fine people. I have to apply the HOA covenants in certain instances in my neighborhood. But if someone is simply not complying in respects to the HOA, your fines does continue. And by the wording in each of the covenants and bylaws for your HOA, it will state if there's any penalties that increase instead of just going on and on. So with that being said, my board, we look at it as you would be fined if you do not reconcile or pay until you sell your property. We're not going to go down and put a lien on your property. Or take legal actions to take a property. But in your try our best to communicate that those liens or those fines are moving forward. But not every HOA is set up as friendly, I guess, around the country as they should be.
Some places really, really hard.
I could simply walk down the street, whereas unfortunately, it seems like this lady's HOA president may not even live in the neighborhood and never comes to the neighborhood. There are such a thing. So it's truly unfortunate that they go to those links to recoup people's property and recoup little teeny bits of money that they're probably paying or taking in 10 times that much.
So a lot of these HOA places is basically they're for profit. Basically. They're making money off of it.
No, a lot. They're not supposed to. Not mine. Like speaking of ours, just goes into account for the community.
I got you. Okay.
It's not. It's ours is set up totally different how it could be set up. So, like you said, I don't agree with for-profit homeowner associations.
Yeah. Now understand you guys who are part of that. We're not throwing hate on homeowner association, man, because there's some people out there that's actually doing what they're supposed to do with it, right? Yeah. We just want to kind of put a light on the ones who are not. You know what I'm saying? So there's been some. I did some research on it, man. There's some stuff that's out there that have to deal with homeowner association, bro. Have you scared, man? You know?
Yeah.
Like wow, man. They like the mob in some cases, man. So. Man.
Definitely. I got involved in my home association so that I can know the ins and out of, and also help with bringing some good ideas to my community. So it's like I said, I don't believe HOAs at all should be set up where an outside entity is the HOA. It should be a neighborhood volunteer thing. And of course, with that being said, people across the country, it seems, needs to take some stock in their community and want to be involved. Other than, and also read up on those covenants that that you are getting, because she says she doesn't know, she never knew that she was in the HOA. For that to happen, it takes several layers of incompetence that has nothing to do with the HOA.
But when you close on a deal like that, you're the title company, right? The title company,
yeah.
They always express that it's an HOA, and your realtor.
The realtors know a lot. That's she didn't know.
Only way I can see that is if maybe somebody passed and left with a property, or you know what I'm saying, some of that extent. You know, that's the only way I can see that, man. Because I've been to multiple.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah, probate, quick claim deed closings aren't as thorough as purchases. So, assuming it was a purchase, it would be very hard to. It would be difficult not to know that you're moving into an HOA at the time of moving in. But of course, anything can happen. Just like her not reading those specific pieces of mail. So, it's a terrible, unfortunate thing.
So just make sure, guys, if you're getting them legal documents, man, don't just throw them in the trash. You need to read them, man. You can put yourself in a bad situation. Yeah, that's important. Take your mail out, man, and see what's going on, man.
Sometimes there's checks in there. You never know.
Yeah.
Like I got just a few days ago, I got what's the name? Settlement, civil action lawsuit on some a subscription I had back in like 2016, and they got sued. I didn't even know about it, and got a little check for my subscription.
Right.
Yeah, I got a check.
Oh man,
yes,
always good to give you a check, man.
Open it up. Open your mail.
Yeah, that's a good thing. You know?
Mm-hmm.
So I was doing a little research here, man. So it was talking about new construction, right? So with new construction, 84% of all new construction has HOA.
Oh yeah,
this is 2022. So it's only going up, right?
Yeah,
it's only going up, man. So and I can see how it can be beneficial because you want to get you a nice home. You want to make sure that your area is being maintained. So when you get ready to sell it, man, look, you got some upside to it. You know?
Yeah.
You know,
I mean, if you could
paint their house green and got their cars on the lawn, you don't want that problem. Yeah. But you also want to be able to operate your home in a way that you can relax as well. And like I have a friend, my wife has a friend where it's in a nice neighborhood, $500,000 home, but if her grass get this tall, they sending the letters and things of that nature, man. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, wow, what is going on, man? So, but this gotta, I don't know how what would you say? Would you property in that area? Would you go talk to some of the neighbors about the HOA? How would you handle that if it was you?
Yeah, I have to handle that all the time. Now, the hard thing is that, and just honestly, is you are at the behest of the HOA's patience and with their expectations. Okay, so HOA, there's 3 levels to it. I would put. One is your grass or your yard is extremely different than everyone else's as far as disrepair. You have weeds, overgrowth. That's one level, and then they're gonna, that's when they interject and start sending letters once they notice that. Then you have people who say, okay, what they can notice when your yard hasn't been cut within the last 2 to 3 weeks, okay, in the midst of summer. So then that's when they reach out, and it's not overgrowth, but it is, 4 or 5 inches, and everyone else's grass is around under 3 inches, and they can just tell. And then there are the people that reach out once your grass, just like, you can't satisfy them, no matter what you do, there's always something there, that they feel that you need to do to your property. It's really hard to you just don't know, and the way that HOAs are set up, unfortunately, by law, we can fine and put it on your title to pay that fine eventually if you don't pay it immediately. So I'll say just ask questions, before you move in to the neighborhood. Meet some neighbors, ask them how the HOA, how strict they are. A couple, maybe 2 or 3, you'll get a good understanding of what's going to be expected in that neighborhood, and then generally the higher the value of the homes in the area, the more stringent the HOAs are going to be. And that's not saying anything on any HOA that doesn't, charge an exorbitant amount or anything. It's just they typically have a lot more eyes on them because they're charging, say for instance, $600 a month. That's going to buy you a HOA that's looking over your back. I would expect.
Absolutely. Okay.
Yeah.
All right. So let's talk about a little bit some of the fees and things of that nature, right? So is it $200-$300 a month? You see anything higher? Oh Lord.
Like I said, I've seen $600 a month.
$600.
Yeah.
So that can affect your DTI.
Yeah.
I mean, it affect you how much you can get a loan you can get from a loan officer too.
Yeah,
so
because you have to include that in your DTI. You have to, yes. Yeah. It's part of your. Wow. It's just the same as your mortgage or your tax or your insurance for your property. It's a fee that's going to be collected every month along with those items. So,
wow.
Yeah,
so you really got to pay attention to that, guys, man. That's important. So you imagine that, man. You paying, let's say low end, $200 a month for 30 years.
Yeah,
and what I'm saying? If fees can, that's a lot of money. What I'm saying?
Definitely. The main goal of an HOA, as everyone knows, is to help maintain the value of the community by not having single outliers diminish the aesthetics of the area. So it's you get what you pay for, and hopefully, there's a lot of HOAs out there I feel aren't doing anything, reaping those funds, reaping those monthly payments, and don't care how high anyone's grass gets. That makes me just as upset as when I hear of a HOA going in on someone, maybe almost as upset, but still they're benefiting and everyone's paying into it. I mean, not they shouldn't be benefiting, I shouldn't say that, but they're getting paid the funds, and so it should be utilized to make sure that the properties are being maintained.
Yeah,
I guess those are maybe those for profit. I'm not sure. I've only been the HOA president for 2 years now, so I don't know how all HOAs are set up. I kind of was elected and took what we already had going. So,
yeah. Okay. So we got quite a few people kind of watching us here, man. So you guys, please like, share, subscribe to the Real Estate Aholics podcast. So one more thing here. So are those fees tax deductible?
No.
Not tax deductible.
No, from my understanding, they're not. My fees are relatively low in my neighborhood. This is the first HOA I actually lived in. Not like I was running from HOAs. I just happened not to move into too many neighborhoods that had HOAs before this one. So ours is only $120 per month. Per year, excuse me. So that's respectively $10 per month. Yeah. I've never had to look into it myself to see if it was tax deductible, but if I was surely paying $600. But as far as have I ever been asked from my CPA, even though I supply my mortgage statement to file those, taxes, they don't ever ask about HOA. So I would believe it's not.
Okay. Huh. Wow. So yeah, I haven't done it yet, neither. But like I said, I'm not running from it as well. But I am getting ready to buy one here pretty soon, man. So I was doing some research on it.
Thinking about, do I really want an HOA or not, huh?
Yeah, like I heard some crazy stuff, man, but I heard some good stuff as well. So I do want to make sure you cut down on the riffraff. So I don't want to act like I'm putting a whole lot of dirt on that name, but I do see that from because they have you got HOA, so you got stuff that need to be taken care of. They may have a common pool area, they may have a basketball court, and that stuff got to be maintained. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. And you don't want nobody. Like we talked about a little earlier, man, they got a truck pulled up to their door and destroying your neighborhood, you know what I'm saying? So you want to get away from that. But also you don't want nothing as small as your grass in 1 inch and they sending you letters and they're trying to put a lien on your property as well. So that's a thin line when it comes to stuff like that.
It's a thin line you have to walk with them, but just like I said, finding out going in that neighborhood while you're looking at the property to buy it, and finding out what type of HOA they are. I think that would be the best way to start.
Absolutely. Dope, man. So, man, this is interesting, but I didn't know you was, I didn't know you was the head of one of those, man. So that kind of worked all the way out right there, man. So
Yeah, it's crazy.
So tell everybody your social medias real quick again, man. Social media handle.
You can find me on Facebook. Just type in my name. Fairly findable because I post every day about loans and different programs and whatnot. So just type my name in Facebook, and that's pretty unique. So you'll be able to search me up. Other than that, it's Jay Mattis on Instagram. You'll be able to get me on that. And that's about it. I kind of do just strictly phones. I'm still old school, but I am on Facebook and Instagram every day posting, so you guys can follow me or friend me or reach out to me that way, and we can get it popping. Absolutely.
So we're gonna transition to another topic here.
All right.
Hey man, this is flowing great. It's flowing great, man. So everybody who's tuned in, please like, share, subscribe, man. Let's get these numbers up, man.
Definitely.
Let's get these numbers up. All right. Excuse me, I got a little cold still. Excuse me, man.
Me too.
Why use a servicing company, man? Why use one of those? Man?
Servicing company? You talking about loan servicing companies?
Well, yeah. Well, when you buy a property or whatever the case is, right? You want to get them with a servicing company. Let's say you're doing like a subject to,
okay,
on a property, right? And so instead of you paying it directly or whatever the case is, you get a servicing company to make those payments for you, right?
Okay.
And also send an email out to everybody that's involved in whatever the case is. I don't know if you deal with that as much in your business or not.
No, not really. I know a little bit of what you're talking about, what they do, but not like ins and outs, of what all the services are beneficial to a customer. Yeah.
So like if you guys out there, you're doing a subject to, maybe own a finance deal or whatever the case is, you want to make sure that you're using a servicing company. I mean, they have a great. It can help you out a lot, man. A lot of little fees, little things that you need to pay on a monthly basis can be outsourced to these people, and they can keep track of everything that need to be paid, so that way everybody's happy. One day you not just forget to make the mortgage on this person's property, which you're doing a subject to on. You know what I'm saying? So you want to make sure all that stuff is above board. And the way you can set it up as well, man, there's tons of service companies all over the United States or whatever. But they'll send you, once everything is paid, they'll send you an email letting you know it's being paid, and the person that you property that you're purchasing or whatever case they let them know everything been paid. So when you're dealing with a subject to or on a finance, you're like, okay, how do I know you're making these payments? Well, here's my servicing company. They don't work for me, but there are outside servicing companies that that's going to make sure everything is paid above board and on time. And so if they're not paying you on a continuous basis, you got the right to foreclose on me or get me out of here, get somebody else in their place, and keep on trucking. Right. Yeah. So servicing company is very important, man. So there's quite a few out there, man. So if you guys are investing at all, definitely pull up servicing company, man, and put that in your back pocket. Put that in your back pocket. That's very important. Also, with the taxes as well. The insurance as well. You put that on there as well. They can make sure that that's taken care of on a monthly basis, quarterly basis, whatever it is. They just take it right out of your account, man. So you ain't have to worry about it no more. All right. Let me see here.
Yeah, I'm familiar with servicing companies because all lenders use servicing companies.
Yes,
definitely for any long-term loans, anything over 24 months or so, they will utilize a servicing company to make sure that the taxes are being collected. Just a slew of different reasons.
Fees, insurance, all that stuff.
Flood, everything. There's an escrow.
Yeah, go ahead. I'm sorry.
There's an escrow that's escrow keeping that in account for. They're instrumental for doing this business in any amount of multitude of. Once you get over handling 4 properties, juggling 4 or 5 properties, you definitely should utilize some type of company that streamlines that, because once you miss a payment, something could be wrecked where you can not be able to do deals anymore because you missed the payment for over 30 days or such. And so you want to make sure you utilize the service of the company. They'll put you on the right track to make those payments automatically.
And like Jake just said, man, you got 10 properties that you're going, and you got to do all this for 10 different properties in different states. That can become a job in itself.
Yeah.
Why not outsource that, man, to a service company that will take care of all that stuff for you? Right.
Yeah.
All right. So, and here's another thing too, as well, where they make, they manage that amortization payment for you, right?
Yeah.
So when that payment is taken care of, whatever case, they drop that thing down. Look, now this is what the payments is. This is how many payments is left. So when you see a person want to see the amortization, there it is. They got all that stuff set up there waiting for you. So that way keeps you where you need to be, man. So you can focus more on getting you more real estate than dealing with the day-to-day thing, so to speak, right? All right. Definitely make sure you guys, man, reach out to the guy Jay, man. He's definitely a hard money lender. He go get it, man. Look him up
for you.
Look him up for sure. All right. So give me a quick business thought of the day. What have you done? Just give me a quick business thought of the day.
Okay. I've been swamped today. So let me think about issue I had today. Okay. All right. Here's something people probably don't know. Okay.
Okay.
All right. So portfolio loans. Okay. So everyone wants to, it's a good idea, everyone feels it's a good idea to put multiple properties when they can refinance them all into one portfolio.
Okay, so let's break that down.
Okay.
I got 10 properties.
Yeah.
Right. So instead of refinancing one of them, I put them as a group.
As a group. So as a portfolio. Okay.
All right.
So, and this is what people don't think about, like when they're doing it, to why maybe they should just think about maybe they still would do it, but they should at least know what I'm about to say before they decide to put all their loans into a portfolio. Okay. Is because there's such a thing as oh man, what is it called? Darn it. I think it's a reset. Basically, you cannot, if you sell, you're locked in. This is what I'm trying to, I forgot the term we use for it. I just went out my head. But if you sell one of those properties, one of those 10 properties, and you want to refinance it because it just shot up in value or whatnot, you'll be hit with a penalty of 120%. So basically, if say you have, so say if you will pay 120% for it instead of getting only paying 100% for what the property's worth. You actually have to depart with 120. So I explain. So let's just use 4 properties, all worth 100,000. Okay, so that's 400,000. Yeah. If you refinance or sell one of those properties in that portfolio then you will actually, if you sold it for 100,000, you will actually only get 80,000 because 20,000 of that is going to go to pay off the balance of the rest of the portfolio. It's a good faith.
Okay.
So people try to avoid maybe the fees of closing of not closing, but of closing with separate closings. But you also need to be aware of, you put yourself in a situation where you don't necessarily lose the money, but you won't be able to get the money out of that sale of the property. Is a portion of it is going to go towards paying off your balance on that portfolio that you still have. So it's a thing to definitely to keep in mind if you want to get in portfolios versus doing single property loans.
So why would a person do that though? What would be the purpose? I mean,
you talking about of having to pay that penalty? Why would they do that? Why would they choose that?
Why would I get a portfolio loan rather than just doing What
individual?
yeah.
Oh, because at the time you have at that time you do the portfolio, then you only have so many. You only have single of fees. Okay, if you close individual loans, then you have service fee for this loan, service fee for that loan, origination for this loan, origination for that loan, closing costs, closing attorney fees for this loan, this loan, this loan. You know, that's individual, but
that adds up.
It adds up. Adds up.
I got
That's why I said you may still do it. Do a
Yeah.
portfolio because it adds up, but you definitely need to know about that. A lot of people don't know that they're going to have to put some of that money if they sell one property of that portfolio. They're going to have to pay some money into that portfolio as a good faith without, they can't get all of the funds they sold that property from. So that's the main reason why you would want to. And then also, of course, when you make your payments in a portfolio, it pays all the properties at once. So you don't have individual mortgage payments, individual servicing companies to track. Yeah. You probably have you would have just one.
What's the max loan amount?
Max loan amount on the portfolio? Oh, it goes up to 10 million. It's a lot.
No, I mean, okay, wow.
Oh, no, you said loan to value, or that you meant? Okay, gotcha. So typically 75, you want cash out 80% for anything rate and term. Some lenders can go up to 85. It just depends on experience. Credit score is a factor also. So it's just about what situation you are in at the time that you need to do the refinance and what lenders have available at that time in the market.
Man, I had a guy, man, that was in California. He had about 30 homes, man. Yeah, he had some warehouses, some stores, and the whole nine. He's a doctor, man. And if I'd have thought about that, bro, I probably could have did that because he was trying to sell some. Well, he wanted to do something like that, but I had never really even heard of that before.
Oh, okay.
I can't take it somewhere I don't know. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, definitely.
So, but I think that's something because he wanted to maintain the properties. I was trying to get him to sell some of the properties. Like I was trying to cherry pick some of the properties. He didn't really want to sell it like that. But he did want to tax or whatever the case is. That would have been ideal for him to do that, man. But that's been years ago, man.
It will come. A situation like that will come around again, definitely. So
yeah, man. So now that absolutely.
Now you know
that it exists. So man, listen. So this is what you get for real estate Aholics, man. So investors, man, it's always we're problem solvers, right? We're problem solvers. So and what he does, man, he solves problems, right? You tell that man what you need, what you're trying to get accomplished. Here, see what he can do for us. Tell him what he does to fit your needs. If it can't be done, he'll tell you it can't be done.
It can't be done.
If it can't be done, he'll get it done.
Yep.
Go holler at him, guys. Go holler at him, man. Absolutely. All right.
Thank you. I enjoyed it.
No, I got one more for you. Man.
Yeah.
I got one. So look, this is the dreaded due on sale clause. Are you familiar with that?
What's that? No,
so let's let me use the definition right here. I'm gonna pull it up real quick here. This is something a lot of us try to avoid, man. Why is not going bigger than that here? All right, let me see here. A due on sale clause is conditioned in a mortgage or loan agreement that requires that the borrower to pay off the entire loan balance if the property is sold or transferred. So when you're doing like like subject to maybe owner finance or whatever the case is.
We call that call due. Call due. I'm sorry. Yeah. You're in trouble with this. Go ahead.
So that's kind of the same thing when that happens, you know what I'm saying? So you try to avoid it. So let me see here. It says there are circumstances when the due on sale clause might not apply. So listen.
A number of reasons. I mean, you basically, if you go against your note, if you do something that's not allowed in your note or your deed, the mortgage, or they find fraud in the underwriting your deal, a number of things that but they're not big things. You have to almost intentionally do them, but they will call your mortgage due. Yeah.
It's not a lot, from my understanding, right? It's not a lot of time that they actually do that because banks just want to get paid, right? It may be a situation to where they call it due or whatever the case is. And if you don't have the funds right then and there, because it's evidence that the person who they loan this money to is not this person. It's not the person who owns the property.
Yeah, exactly.
Right? So they're gonna call it due or whatever the case is. So if you put so much money down and what gave to this person and fixed it up, no matter how good you can look or whatever the case is, they call it due. You got to come with that bread, or you lose out. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, so, I heard that happened in the subject to deal. Is that true? Like if the lender finds out that someone else is paying.
So most people put it up under maybe a trust, to where it don't show that it's coming from another person. It's coming from the entity. You know what I'm saying? And then you make that the owner of that trust is the person who you sign it over to or whatever. So you got full control of it. So as long as the bank is making getting that payment every single month, they don't care. It's like if you owe me $100,000 and somebody else is paying me. I don't care where my money coming from, as long as I'm getting my money. You know what I'm saying? And I can put this property on a performing list. You know what I'm saying? That somebody making a payment every single month. It's never late. They don't really care. It got to be a situation to where they call it due. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
If they doing audits or whatever the case is, and they may question why is this, or you just never know. You know what I'm saying? So
yeah, I've been lending for over 10 years, and I've never had any lender.
Yeah. It rarely, if ever,
threaten even say that word, so I've only read about it, so to speak, but it's the law that is enforceable by lenders to be able to call your mortgage due if you're not adhering to the stipulations in your deed or your note.
Yeah. So this is I guess it's a situation where you rarely, if ever see it happen where a borrower dies, the property transfer via inheritance or anything like that. They're not gonna call that due. You know what I'm saying? As long as you're making those payments, man, it's all good, right? Yeah. It's all good. So yeah, that's important, man. So listen, man, we got a lot out of this one, man. You know what I'm saying? We got a lot out of this, man. And I know next week we should have a full roster of everybody back from the holidays and all that stuff, man. So
I look forward to seeing the game.
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
Yes, sir. So tell us how to reach you. Tell them what you do again and how to reach you. All that good stuff.
Well, you can reach me at BPI Quick Loans. You can just email me, send me a deal scenario of what you are looking at, and I'll reach back out very quickly with the amount of assistance I can apply, and get you the loan very quickly. You can reach me at also 678-523-1300 any time of the day, and we can try and see what you got going on. Again, we got 9,100. That's 90% of the purchase price, 100% of the renovation. Also have 100% financing. It's a good quick loans closing within 2 weeks. Mid-level interest like 10 to 13%, depending on your interest, depending on your credit score and whatnot, and your experience. So I just cannot harp on that enough. Depending on your credit score and experience. So definitely try to make those strides and gains in your credit score. That will help you in your investing future. So
let me ask you this question before we go. So how I'm a new investor, right? And I want to get some I got a smashing hot deal. Is there a way me still to work with you, make money? What can I do?
Yeah.
Somebody got some experience? How can we get this done? I got a great deal right now. I just have no experience. What can I do?
Well, no experience is not required. So if you only really need assistance if you have no experience and your credit score is below 600. If your credit score is over 600 and you don't have any experience, do not fret. Call me 678-523.
If your credit score under 600, you shouldn't be getting a loan anyway. Man.
Yeah, maybe there's a lot more. There's other things that maybe you do with that extra funds to make sure that you can get better, because it's all about getting better interest rates and better opportunities with as you grow your credit. So focus on that first. That's first and foremost, and always keep that at a responsible level of usage. So that you can capitalize on opportunities as they come forth. Try your best to do that.
That's a fact, man. Listen, man, if you like what you heard today, promise you there's gonna be tons more coming.
Definitely.
We're gonna pull up the people, like I said, different countries that's doing different things in real estate over there. Here as well, interview some of these new construction guys or whatever the case is. Talk to some title companies. We're gonna do a whole lot. I'm alive now. You know what I'm saying? I can focus on what I need to focus on now. You know what I'm saying? So,
yeah.
Hey, man, salute to you. Salute
all right,
to
man.
you.
Back to you. Back to you, brother.
Yes, sir.
All right, I'll see you next week.
Hey,
All
peace.
All right, peace.
That's my guy, man. He's a go-getter, man. Hard money lender, man. He can get you right, guys. Definitely reach out to him. He dropped the number, man. If you guys listen, man, just DM me. I'll get it over to you, and let's close some deals with him. Listen, if you guys want to be a part of Real Estate Aholics, you're an investor, you got something to add to the conversation, do not hesitate to reach out to me. If you see a service on here that we're marketing, man, some of our sponsors, man, Bentley Notaries, you're in the DFW area, you need somebody to come out and take some pictures for you. You need somebody to come out to, notarize something or sign a contract for you. Watch somebody sign a contract for you. There's a lot of trickery out there, man. Get your notary from Bentley Notary Services, man. Absolutely. And again, this is Jay Wicker from Real Estate Aholics, and I'll see you at the title company. Have a great night, guys. Peace.
MCA Back Office for Real Estate Wholesalers.
Have you heard about real estate wholesaling? What is wholesaling? It is the process of finding off-market properties and passing it along to an end investor. The goal of a wholesaler is to find a discounted property, get it under contract, and then sell it to a buyer for a profit. Because of this strategy, wholesaling properties is one of today's quickest methods of turning a profit. We can help you. We are your real estate back office for residential and commercial real estate wholesaling. Try us out for free the first 30 days. Book a 15-minute call with the JV King of Real Estate, Coach Jay Wicker, and let us partner up on your first deal. We have access to buyers, hard money lenders, title companies, contracts, leads, real estate comps in 50 states. Scan the QR code now to book a call with Coach Jay.